to make sure, can I be heard? I'm using earbuds that I've never used before. Belinda, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll mute now.
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And I just love it. As soon as my mic is on, the door.
And I'll be recording from my end this morning. So, Belinda and Marilee, let me know when you're ready for me to start recording.
Okay, we'll start in a couple of minutes. I think I have 9:04 now.
Okay.
Okay, Ms. Jones, if we can begin recording now.
Okay.
Thank you. I'd like to call to order this meeting of the Board of Trustees meeting on Thursday, January 21st, and we're all online at GoToMeeting. I'd like to begin with introducing one of our guests, Vito Amoroso, President-elect of the Friends of the Library.
Good morning. I'm Vito Amoroso, and I will be giving the Friends report this morning, and I will be starting with the memberships. And as of January the 20th, 2021, there are 150 members. This includes one corporate membership at $250. This is a great start, given the fact that we are not sure when our next book sale will be. At the Friends of the Library meeting on January the 12th, the board voted to cancel the May book sales. February book sales had already been canceled. And we did that due to the fact that we were unsure where we would be in the current environment. So we will address that again at our next meeting. And the annual mailing that was mailed on November the 18th, 2020 has resulted in $5,098 in membership revenue. This signifies that the Friends have some very dedicated and loyal members, even one that lives in Pennsylvania. And many members also donated to the LAF along with their membership's renewal. For 2020, the Friends matched a total of $5,995 in LEF donation. And if there are no questions, my report is complete. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Vito. Are there any questions for anyone? Okay, we definitely appreciate your time and effort in that you put into the Friends of the Library.
Oh, thank you.
I'd like to move to approve today's meeting agenda. May I have a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, Katrina seconded. And because we're all virtual, I'm going to do a roll call vote. Pam Story,
Yes.
thank you. Anne,
Yes.
Irene. Okay, I don't see Irene on the screen. Okay. Dennis. Okay, don't see Dennis either. Okay, Jeremy.
Yes.
Thank you. And Katrina, because you seconded. Okay, take that as a yes. Okay,
Yes.
thank you. So now we move on to the swearing in of our newly appointed trustee, Pamela Story.
Good morning. Ms. Story, if you will repeat after me. I, please state your name,
I, Pamela Story,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly affirm
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of North Carolina,
the Constitution of North Carolina,
the ordinances of Cumberland County,
the ordinances of Cumberland County,
and the policies of this library.
and the policies of this library.
As a board member,
As a board member,
I will faithfully and impartially perform
I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties
and discharge the duties
of the office of library trustee
of the office of library trustee
of the Cumberland County Public Library to the best of my ability.
of the Cumberland County Public Library and Information Center to the best of my ability.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome, Pamela. You are definitely a welcome addition to the board with your extensive knowledge and education and working with young folks. You are definitely a wonderful addition to the board, so welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd like to move on approving the December 10th, 2020 meeting minutes. May I have a second?
I will second that.
Okay, any discussion on the minutes? Anybody have any corrections, additions, deletions? Okay, with that being said, I'm going to do a roll call vote again. Katrina,
Approve.
thank you. Pam,
Approve.
thank you. Anne,
Approve.
thank you. Jeremy, oh, thank you. I saw the thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, so that motion passed. Now we will move on to our director's report.
So this morning, I do believe we have two people to introduce. We have Miss Susan Waring. She's our new Youth Services Librarian 1 at Hope Mills. Susie, will you take a moment or two to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, I'm Susie. I was a school librarian for the previous 3 years, and before that worked for Wake County Public Library. I've been a librarian for a total of 14 years in various positions, And I'm really excited about joining the staff at Home Mills. It's a great group of people and a beautiful library, and looking forward to providing some great programs and services to the community.
Thank you. And next is Jennifer Hatcher. Is Jennifer on? I can't see all of the attendees this morning.
I'm here. Hi, I
Jennifer. Okay, good. Jennifer is our new promoted. So go ahead.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Hatcher. I am the new branch manager at Cliffdale. I've been in the system 8 years now. I started at headquarters in youth services, moved to North in youth services for a while, then back to headquarters as the emerging adult specialist and as the training coordinator, then to West as the branch manager. And now I'm very excited to be here at Cliffdale.
And we're excited that you're there. So thank you very, very much for joining us this morning. I'm going to share my screen with you all again a little bit more. I have 2 reports to do today. The first one I'm going to do is the I'm sorry, I can't talk and chew gum at the same time, evidently. The first one that I'm going to do is the monthly report. So let me see if I can get there. All right. Can you all still see my screen okay?
I see your screen.
Okay. Thank you. All right. I wanted to give a virtual learning center update. That daily average is still around 35 for all 6 locations. And so far, the format for the spring semester will be the same as the fall semester format. And again, our format depends on Cumberland County Schools' schedule. We are fortunate in that Cumberland County Schools are still able to provide assistance. They came back on yesterday. They had to do a 2-week quarantine. So they were able to come back yesterday and work with our staff and students. We never really talked about how the library is assisting county with in terms of addressing COVID. So we have staff that are assisting with contact tracing. We have staff that are working with the COVID hotline in terms of answering questions relating to testing and vaccinations. And we also have staff that are assisting with the daily temperature checks at the courthouse. And as of today, we are out at East Regional. We have some of the National Guard. There's a task force. They will be out there as well, assisting our staff as we assist county health department with vaccination, sign up, and tested information. I wanted to talk with you a little bit about some of our numbers. So, you know, we all have been closed, and we have been really steadily pushing our electronic materials circulation. So in October, November, and December, I really wanted to highlight the numbers and the percent of increase. If you see on my screen, all of the percent of increase is above 100%. Ebook circulation has increased by 137% over 2019. E-audio circulation has increased by 108.75% over 2019. And the with a total in EAV, and that's the audiobooks and ebooks combined, for a total of 369% increase in the circulation. And that also includes our magazines as well. So we are steadily working, and we and our staff are steadily pushing out and sharing information about our electronic materials. This year's fiscal year 22 budget We're not asking for anything new. The budget will be a flat budget. There is already in consideration an HVAC repair for headquarters library. And so far we are on track with giving you your budget books before the next trustee meeting. I believe that we are at a point now where we can mail out the budget books next week. And you know that we are very much statistics driven. So I wanted to share with you some upcoming changes relating to the public library survey. Now, this survey is one that we share information with you every either April or September, but you all receive this information and we share with you how we compare with our peers in the state. So this year coming up, there have been changes that have been mandated from Institute of Museum and Library Services, and then the state let us know what those changes are, and now we are getting ready to start collecting data based on that. One of the primary changes has been in how we count our virtual programs. So now it will be synchronous programs will be those that are live happening at the time, and those are the ones that count as programs. And all of the programs that we've been doing will count as asynchronous recordings. Our staff are steadily working hard, but when we asked, so does that mean that our numbers will be zero if they are not live? The response that we received was yes. However, our staff are steadily working hard, and we will make sure to share that information with you. Again, I want to talk a little bit about the numbers. So curbside, we have had 3,994 items that moved and people that we connected with, and that was in the month of December. Virtual programs from December the 12th to January the 15th, we had 1,765 views. We also assist still with scanning, faxing, printing, and copying, and that number was 529. But even though that number is 529, I want to share with you a very heartfelt, heartwarming story about one of those. There is a young lady who has some disabilities, and she had not been able to come to the library, not been able to use print because she's in the high risk category as well. Her parent contacted the library and found out that they could send a print job to the library and they could come pick it up. And they sent the print job, she came and picked it up, and her daughter was so very happy. Her daughter was overjoyed, and her mom was excited to see the smile and the happiness on her daughter's face. And I did want to share that story with you. And that was a customer from Hope Mills Library. Chat reference from December to the middle of January was 138. We have done some library service awards. We've presented to Catherine Beach, Tanya Miner, Carmelita Torrey, and Joyce Smith, all for 10 years of service. And we thank them again, and we hope that we can get many more years with them. This year, normally at Christmas, everyone likes to do some sort of potluck, cookies, candy, and all of those good things. Well, because of COVID, we could not do that. So what we did this year is we gave all of the staff, with the help of friends, a I Heart My Library tumbler, stainless steel, And because even though we could not give them food, we gave them a way to go get their own food. We gave them all a Frosty keychain where they can get Frosties all year from Wendy's. And from what I understand and from what I was hearing, the staff were excited and very happy to receive those gifts. And normally we have library celebrations, and normally there's cake. Well, we could not do cake, but Bordeaux had their 35th anniversary this month. And so in honor of that, we gave Bordeaux customers that came through for curbside pickup a soup mug that says, "I Heart Bordeaux," in honor of their 35th anniversary and the date. So that's my presentation for the monthly report. Questions for me?
I do have one. Will there be opportunities for you to do any synchronous programming?
We are working on that. I mentioned the concern to Sally, and she's working to see if we can get access to WebEx a little bit sooner, and working also to see if we can have access to GoToWebinar. GoToWebinar would allow our librarians to do pre-K story time and allow the children to be able to see and then still be able to record it, save it, and the people can go back and look at it later. So those are the two things that we are working on.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? Okay, with that, then thank you very much, Ms. Jones. We appreciate the report. With that, we'll move on. We have no old business, and moving on to new business. And again, that's you, Ms. Jones, the meeting calendar.
Okay. You all should have received in your packet the proposed Board of Trustee meeting calendar for 2021. And until further notice, all of those meeting locations will be via GoToMeeting. Are there any questions about the calendar?
No, thank you.
No questions.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I need a motion from somebody, excuse me, to approve the calendar.
A motion.
I don't know who said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Dennis. I got in late. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah, we need a motion to approve the calendar.
Yes, I saw motion to approve
Okay.
the calendar.
And
This is Jeremy.
Okay, and someone seconded it. I wasn't sure who did that. Jeremy, thank you. Okay, and we'll also, we didn't have any discussion, so again, we're taking a roll call vote because we are virtual. Katrina?
Aye.
Thank you. Anne?
Aye.
Thank you. Dennis?
Aye.
Thank you. Jeremy?
Aye.
Thank you. Pam?
Aye.
Okay, and an aye for me also. Okay, so thank you. So that will be our calendar for 2021. And now we're moving on to appointment of the trustee nominating committee. So I did ask some members of the Board of Trustees if they would serve on the nominating committee for this year, and people were very generous with their time and volunteering to do so. So what we have is committee chair will be Ann McCrae, and the other committee members will be Dennis Sedso, Katrina Tiffany, and Jeremy Feibig. So thank you folks so much. And you will be getting more information on exactly what those duties are, because I know this year, I think it's just Katrina and me that are rolling off the board at the end of the year, unfortunately.
What do you mean just us?
I know, I shouldn't say just us. But we are the two that will be rolling off the board at the end of the year. So your job will be to find 2 new members and encourage folks to apply. The application and everything is on the county commissioner's website, but you'll get more information about that and getting that process started. Now, I'm not sure, do we have to vote on that, Marilee? I don't think we do. Okay.
No.
So, okay, thank you. So we're going to move on now to the preliminary budget review with Ms. Jones again.
Okay, thank you. As I mentioned a little bit ago in my report, we're doing a flat budget request this year. I do believe the final number that we are putting forward will have just $1,281 more. And that small increase is basically to account for general percentage increases of different services, such as databases, fuel, things along that line. But the bottom line that we're asking for is $10,216,414. That will be our budget request for this year, which is very close to what this current year's fiscal year 21 budget is. So that's where we are so far. And like I did say a little earlier, we're going to mail the budget books out to you next week so that you will have the full book in hand by the time the next trustee meeting, by the time we come together again.
Okay, thank you. Are there any questions or concerns?
Just one question, Cotina. Is this based on the assumption that this is post-COVID-19 operations? Just wanted to get a feel for full staffing and full programs as prior to the onset of COVID.
Let me see if I can answer that. What we are doing right now is we are asking for the same budget that we had before COVID. We did make some tweaks in the travel line. We made some tweaks to the electronic resource line because to account for the increase in use for electronic resources and to account for the decrease in the travel that the staff will be doing. When I did ask, should I be making any plans for reductions, we were told that things should be okay. And we are leaving the staffing levels as they are.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, appreciate that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you very much for that report. Just for housekeeping items, we did have a trustee sign up to attend the 2021 Commissioner and Friends Boards meetings, and that's all been handled through email with Marilee. So Marilee, thank you so much for coordinating all of that and getting that done. Are there any dates open that we still need?
You're welcome. No, all the slots are full now.
Okay. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, trustees, for signing up and going along with that new process. Okay, so we're moving on to this next item, and I don't know if we have a slide for it.
We do.
Okay. Okay, on this slide that you see before you, actually, when we were doing the orientation for Ms. Story, this was in one of the PowerPoints from 2016, and I just wanted to make sure that I just wanted to review it with folks and just go over some of the. Well, I don't need to read it to you. You can all see it, but just looking at some of the golden rules to make sure that we remain being strong advocates for the library and that we're always that we're always doing our best to make sure that our library system is meeting its mission and is serving the needs of our community, and that we're each doing so in the roles that we have agreed to take on. One of the things that really moved me yesterday during the inauguration, as I'm sure for most people, is that young poet, Amanda Gorman, who spoke. And the last words of her poem really, really struck my heart. And it just goes to the idea of service and what we're all doing here. And she said, there is always light, and if we're brave enough to see it, if only we're brave enough to be it. And I think that's what we're all doing here, is being brave enough to be the light that we need to continue supporting our library and ensuring that our community has a first-class library. And, you know, once we get past this time of COVID, which has put all of us in a strange place, it's like we're all living in the twilight zone, we will be able to get back to the full services of our library, in the library that we know, and be able to attend in person. So I just want to, you know, thank everybody for the service they've given. I want to thank all of our trustees for the work that they're doing, for the folks that step forward to be on the nominating committee, for Ms. Story for joining this board, and for all the members of Friends who really help to keep the library running and keep it front and center in the community. You know, as we go on, we know how important this library system is to our community. So I just want to thank everyone for their work, whether it's paid work, unpaid work. I just thank you for doing the work that is serving this community. Is there any other business? Okay, with not hearing any other business, I will adjourn this meeting of the Board of Trustees.
Thank you.
Bye,
Okay,
everyone.
thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Apologies for being late.
That's okay, Dennis. That's life.